Welcome to Toffee TV. It is the starting 11 show. Everton versus Watford at Goodison Park. It's the last time we'll be playing 3 o'clock on a Saturday for a while, so enjoy it. In goal for me in this game, it is, of course, Jordan Pickford, who'll start in goal. Being criticised for the goal we conceded last week. Probably should have been stronger against Antonio in the build-up to that. But, of course, he is our number one. Had a very consistent year, and of course we'll start the game. At right back, Seamus Coleman. Thought he did okay last week coming back in the game against West Ham. Got forward and did his job quite well, and I think he's always a better option than Shoehorn and someone else out there, Ben Godfrey or Mason Holgate. So he will continue at right back. Obviously at left back it is Luca Dean as well. Hoping for a bit more out of him every week. I don't think he's quite been on it this year. He's had a couple of little injury knocks as well, so just hoping for a bit more. I just want to see him get back to that level he was at early last year, or certainly the season before. I just want to get him to get back to that level, because he's such an important player when he's creating opportunities for us and getting forward. Just hasn't been quite there for us. At centre back, Michael Keane. Thought he was probably man of the match last week against West Ham. He'll continue in there alongside Ben Godfrey. There will be no Yerry Mina. He's picked up a slight hamstring injury. Will miss this game. Hopefully he'll be back for the game away at Wolves, but misses out on this game. Obviously played those 3 games in a week for Colombia. 3 clean sheets for him. Wasn't started last week and has got a hamstring. Rafa Benitez said he felt his hamstring, so we'll have to go with Ben Godfrey again, and hopefully Ben Godfrey's getting fitter, getting stronger. Hopefully he gets a little bit better in the air, because I still think it's a little bit of a weakness for him, but I think he's getting fitter every week. He said how much COVID really, he suffered from the COVID situation, so hopefully he's getting a bit better and stronger and faster. And obviously with someone like Sarr on the pitch, he's going to have to really open those legs up, and you'll have a few sprints against him. Centre midfield, of course, Alan will continue in there alongside, for me, Tom Davis. Alan will if Tom plays, Tom can sit in front of the back four a little bit more and screen it and receive the ball off them, and maybe Alan can go harrying and chasing for it. Of course, we've got no Decore, and that is a massive blow. I'm also putting Gbamin in there, Jean-Philippe Gbamin, just because I just think that Tom is not a replacement for Decore. No one's a replacement for Decore. We haven't got a replacement for Decore, and I think we might have to make it up with 2 players, Davis and Gbamin. There are a lot of issues over Gbamin's, obviously his injury record we've had, but he's been around for most of this season. He's missed a couple of games through strange illnesses and teeth and all the rest of it. But we haven't seen him on the pitch, I think, since Huddersfield. He really hasn't got any appearances. So I don't really know what the status is of Andre Gomez, even though we've seen him back in training this week, or Fabian Delph. And I don't know if we can get away with just Alan and Tom Davis in there. I really don't. I think we need another. And maybe this is the game to give Gbamin an hour or whatever. Just see how he gets on. And see if he can pick the ball up and carry it. And obviously with Tom Davis and Alan just sitting, it might give us that little bit of, I don't know whether we people will see that as being negative against a team like Watford. But I think it gives us a basis to build on. I just don't think we don't have Decore's legs in there. It's really hard to just say, we'll swap Decore for Tom Davis, because they're just not the same player. So I've tried to replace him with 2 players, because I honestly think it would take 2 players to replace him. So they're the ones I've gone for. We'll have to wait and see, because obviously Rafa Benitez knows the full extent of people's conditions, whether it be someone like Gbamin or whether it be Andre Gomez. Andre Gomez actually, I think, could do a good job in there and keeping the ball for us. He's someone I think we've missed in recent weeks, just going into that midfield. And certainly last week I thought he could have done a job after an hour when it was 0-0. So I've gone for Gbamin and Tom Davis and Allen. On the right, on just Townsend. Bit more of a quieter game last week after the heroics of Old Trafford, but still putting some great balls into the box and being a threat. Hopefully that continues. On the left-hand side, the Marty Gray. Again, I thought he was at his best when he did play on the left last week. You know, he started a little bit more central, and Iwobi started on the left. But I think when he played on the left, he was a lot more dangerous and got some balls into the box and showed a real threat. And up front, to the horror of a lot of people, I've gone for Rondon simply because I just don't think Richarlison's ready. From what I know, he might be ready. The manager said he's not match fit. The manager might say, give me an hour and then I'll bring Rondon on. But I don't know whether in a game like this it's better to start with the Rondon and then bring a Richarlison on with 30 minutes to go, and then give him a little bit of game time, and then for the Wolves game. Because I think it's a tough one because a lot of people won't want Rondon to start, but Richarlison for me is not going to play a full game, and I'm just thinking that last half an hour, who would I rather have on the pitch for us? Would it be Richarlison or would it be Rondon? And it would be Richarlison in that little cameo role. I know it's not ideal. I understand it's not ideal. Not everyone will want that. But if it was a case of Richarlison playing the last 30 minutes and then being ready for the next game, I think I'd prefer that. Listen, he could probably play an hour. But there's something about a play coming off the bench for the last half an hour when other people are getting tired. And I think I'd rather see him come off the bench, as I said, when people are tired than I would Rondon. So that's what I've gone with. I think Iwobi can come off the bench, even though he was dross last week. I think he can come off the bench and make a difference as well. And I think we've been missing that, and that's what we could really do with his players coming off the bench and making a difference. As I certainly wasn't there against West Ham. Hopefully they're not needed. Hopefully we can do the business against Watford early, and then you can bring Richarlison on when you want, or whoever's on the bench. But we'll wait and see on that one anyway. So that's my 11. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Again, we've been struck by injuries, and it just seems to be the way at Everton at the moment. So let me know your thoughts in the comments on the team. Don't forget, give this video a like. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you want more great videos, join us over on Patreon where we do daily live videos. Thanks for watching. See you later.